put our 4 eggs. It's just me. To be blended. Eggs. I don't know if you guys have one of these at home. It's an electric mixer with 2 little, you probably remember this thing from watching me growing up.
Yes.
But, so I'm gonna mix this.
That's the same one? Wow.
Yeah, same one. Had it since it was a wedding gift. Those are our eggs, and I'm gonna add the oil to that. Now this recipe calls for a generous amount of oil. I recommend you use it. Don't be afraid. I want it to taste like grandma's. So it calls for 1.5 cups, which is 12 ounces. So I'm gonna fill it up to there. 12 ounce line of the liquid measure. And we're gonna add it to our eggs. Doesn't really need to be too mixed before we join it to the dry. Okay, I've done my mixing. Now we're going to preheat our oven because we're getting close to bake time. So I start my oven at 350. It's in a preheat mode. So we have 8 minutes till that reaches ideal temp. And we will now combine and I'm thinking spoon, big spoon. I like wooden spoons. You can use whatever you prefer. I'm gonna make a little well.
And the reason why you're using a spoon and not the electric is because you don't want to
I don't want to overwork this, so I'm going to do this in batches. What I'm debating is whether I add this to that or the other way around.
And you don't want to overwork it because it's dry ingredients?
Because the flour, it will make a tougher cake. If the flour gets too overmixed, it activates the gluten in the flour, and we don't really want to do that. So we're just gonna, I think I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so we do it in batches, a little at a time. And we're just gonna mix in the flour. This is creating our cake batter now.
In that one, you probably could use the electric.
Well,
because you said you don't want to overmix.
Well, now I'm bringing the flour
here. Now you're bringing
here.
it in, right.
Yep, so we're just gonna do it in batches so that it's not too fussy. I'm just trying to get, I don't want it to be mixed more on one portion than another, so we'll just do small amounts. Okay, a little more. It's getting thicker. Can feel it. Okay. More. It's starting to look like It's got some body to it now. Okay. I'll do it this way so you can see. And then next time will be the last of it. It feels thick to me now. I forgot how thick it gets. Okay. This is the last amount. Really thick. Look at that. Now we're going to add our carrots. Here they come. Just put those in.
I wish you could use the electric.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And what would happen if you did? Would it just not taste as good? It just wouldn't come out the same?
So I'm not sure, and to be honest, I make this so rarely that I'm not even sure if this is the way that I mixed it in the past, but I was reviewing an online carrot cake recipe and they mentioned that. And I thought, okay, let me try it. But I don't see any differentiation in Mom's directions, Grandma's to you, how she mixed hers. But see how it starts getting softer now because the carrots are so moist.
She doesn't mention whether or not she used an electric.
She didn't mention, like, she just dumped the eggs in with the cake, the flour, and beat them. So maybe
Manually.
I think with this,
Oh,
it said to blend the oil by hand.
so if she's using that, she's using the electric.
I think she did. Okay, so
Then-
that's it. Look at that. Let me see. Yeah, that's how it looks. So we're ready for our pan.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think it's safe to say if she used electric, it's
You definitely might be okay with
Yeah.
her recipe. It might be more forgiving than the person's. So this is our 9x13. Grandma always made just a sheet cake. You can make it in layers, but she didn't. So we're gonna go with her way. Okay, I'm going to.
Is there a break in this video, or
What's that?
is there a break in the video right now?
No, we can keep it going because we're gonna put the batter in there. So I am just taking some oil from our previously poured oil in the recipe and just greasing this so that when the cake is cut, it doesn't get sticky. And now we're gonna dump this in. That looks good. Now, a lot of cooks would just be fine with that. I get a lot of bakers would be fine with the way this bowl looks, but I always like to get my scraper and get every bit out of this that I can. So I'm gonna get that. You can stay where you are. And I'm just gonna come back with my spatula scraper because I like to get all of this off. Scrapers are so good at getting every last bit off. And, do this. See all the extra?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I don't like leaving it behind. But that's just me. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm satisfied. I'm just gonna make sure this goes to the corner, even though it probably will even itself out while it while it bakes. And we have, ooh, those didn't get stirred in. Look at that. I don't like that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well,
It's okay.
but maybe if you used the
Yeah, maybe if I used the beater, it would have. Well, we'll see if we like this, okay? You can tweak it to your liking. You always experiment. You have, okay, there. And don't worry about the germs so much. Like my hands were clean, but Dan, you're going into a 350-degree oven. All the germs are gonna die. So don't get too worried about that. Okay, when that oven is ready, we're ready for it.